Good evening, everybody. This is John the Pokeball here. Tonight I am going to be doing a little bit of PTCGO ladder with a great little budget deck that I have ran across the last couple of days. Focuses around the Falinks V and the Falinks cards. These two cards really team up nicely together, and they have shown to be that I've looked them up on the TCG Player just to kind of see what they cost, and they're not very expensive, but they are very forgiving, very easy to play. And if somebody were to ask me today, what deck would you recommend for my kid who is going to be a beginner in competitive Pokemon, hands down would be this deck. Because there's not a lot of complexity to it, but it can hit hard, and it can take a hit. So it's one of those decks that you could go into a tournament and maybe sneak away with a few upset victories that the other players wouldn't see coming. Like I could totally see this deck doing well against, say, like a Pikarom deck, with Bolton, because the deck moves pretty fast, and and plus that weakness to the fighting type, this deck really has a great advantage against the electric type decks out there. So like your Bolton V, things like that. But I could really see this deck coming in, swooping in, taking a few matches, being a real confidence builder to a rookie player. So let's jump into the deck and take a look at it and see what makes this thing work. So starting out, we've got Diancie Prism Star, and it's mainly there for that ability, the Princess's Cheers. As long as the Pokemon is on your bench, your fighting Pokemon's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's just going to help boost the Falinks attack. Or Falinks V's attack. Moving over to our main attackers, though, we've got 4 Falinks and 4 Falinks V. The Falinks card is great early on in the game, where with a call for family attack, you can search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. And considering this thing is heavy on the basic, then that is going to really... that attack's really going to sing. Plus then you've got the team attack where it does 30 damage times each benched Pokemon that have Falinks in the name. So with the fact that you can have a Falinks in the active and 5 more Falinks on your bench, because Falinks V is technically different from Falinks, you could do quite a bit of damage there. You've got the 5 times 30. You can do about 150. You throw in a couple of the item cards that I'm going to be showing here. You could hit up to 180, maybe even into the 200 range with this card if the stars align. But 150. You can two hit a lot. Some of your V cards there. You could just about knock out the DNA GX, but like I said, you throw in a couple of item cards there, or tool cards that's going to boost that up. Then you're easily one-shotting some of the low-end GXs and even some of the low-end V cards. So this guy can really do some damage. Plus, the fact that it's got two colorless energy. Hey, Twin Energy, baby. That will, right there, one shot. So you've got this guy powered up in a hurry. Jumping over here to the Falinks V, I think that is an absolutely gorgeous full art card. The Iron Defense ability is what really makes this card shine. All of your Pokemon that have Falinks in their name take 20 less damage from your opponent's attack. So if you're sitting there on the bench and it stacks, so if you've got 4 of these on the bench, you're dropping 80 off of your opponent's attack. That means the difference between a knockout and living the fight another day. 80 hit points. Not bad. And then for 2 fighting energy and a colorless Giga Impact, 210 damage. The only real drawback to that is it has a cool-off period. But if you're smart with your energy dispersal, you could sit there and maybe put an air balloon on this guy, attack this turn with it, and if you've got another one waiting in the wings, swap out next turn, boom. You're hitting for some major damage. So we've got some 4 acro bikes for a little bit of just drawing through your deck, getting some cards ready. We're trying to play a little bit of Crushing Hammer in there with 3 of these guys in order to kind of slow your opponent's energy flow down. Got 1 Ordinary Rod to kind of keep those Falinks, bringing those guys back out of the discard pile. You've got your Pokémon Search with 4 quick balls. I threw in 2 switches. Now, I have seen a version of this deck out there that doesn't have any switch in it, but I just can't seem to bring myself to not having at least a couple of switches in my decks. I've got Tool Scrapper out there to kind of disrupt your Jirachis, stopping the escape boards or vitality bands, things like that, can knock those off your opponent or off yourself. Because there have been times that, you've sat there and you've put that tool card on your own opponent, on your own card, and you're kind of like, man, I wish I could do something different. Golly gee willikers. Oh, well, I guess I'm stuck with that tool on my card now. Not anymore. We got Tool Scrapper, ladies and gentlemen. So we can get rid of those guys. And then we've got our stadium. We've got 3 copies of Martial Arts Dojo. The attacks of non-Ultra Beast Pokemon that have any fighting energy attached to them do 10 more damage to the opponent's active Pokemon. And if the attacking player has more prize cards remaining than their opponent's, those attacks do 40 more damage. So if you are playing from behind, that is 40 more damage. So, this deck is very well suited for a, just starting out. I've got 2 bosses orders in there. Didn't really have any room for more. I guess if you're bound and determined to not use a switch, you could have 4 bosses orders in there. But 2, I think, will be okay. We've got 3 Cynthia for the shuffle draws. We got the Marnie for a little bit of disruption draw there. Marnie them down to 4 cards, and you get 5 yourself. Then you got Grandma here, Professor's Research. Throw out, discard your hand, draw 7. That is like great deck thinning right there. Woo! So then with a little more disruption, we got a couple of Team Yell grunts to just kind of keep that energy off, because that's the key thing is, you're not hitting in the 200s with the regular Falinks. So, you want to make sure you're able to get that second turn, to get that turn 2 knockout. So, disruption will be grand. Got a little bit of air balloon there for some escape. Got counter gain. That way, if we're playing from behind, we're one less cost in your attack. I threw in an escape board also for just to kind of give myself a little more wiggle room to move around. And then you got the Karate Belt there. That if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, the attacks of the opponent this card is attached to are less. So if you're sitting there and you've got your counter gain or your Karate Belt, either one of those guys is going to help you out if you're playing from behind. Got a couple of Capture Energy in there to kind of help build the bench, because the most important part of this deck is getting that bench built up. So you want to use the Capture Energy to get you another Falinks out there on the bench, and then you got your 4 Twin Energy to power up the baby links. And then lastly, you got 6 Fighting Energy to use however you like between the Falinks V and Falinks. So let's jump into the ladder and let's see what kind of damage we can do. Now, I'm not saying that this deck is going to absolutely burn the ladder up by any means, but like I said, it is perfectly designed to go in and snipe a few victories that the other user may not be totally expecting. I took down a Baby Blonde's deck with this earlier this evening, and I was totally surprised. I went into that match thinking I was going to lose, because I usually lose to Baby Blondes, but came away with a victory in the end. So that was incredibly exciting. So let's go ahead and get us a match queued up here. So while we're waiting, remember this weekend is qualifier number 3 for the Limitless Pokemon Tournament. This weekend is going to be the first weekend that Rebel Clash is legal, and that is going to make, I think, for a very interesting weekend. Guys, also, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel. I would much appreciate it. And if you subscribe to me and if you've got a channel, I will come back and I will subscribe to you. I would like to get this thing taking off. I've got a few things in the work here that I may throw up as incentive to get me up to 1,000 subscribers. That's kind of my first goal. So guys, let's get going. So I'm going to throw out the baby links for the first go around there. And I think I'm going to also put out my Diancie. Let's see what they're going to do. Okay, looks like we are playing with a mill deck. So looks like it's probably going to be a Bellaba and Bryson man mill. At least it looks that's what it looks like from the beginning. But this tag call is certainly surprising. So I'm wondering if we're going to see maybe some kind of ADP flavor into that, or no. That is a very cool play there, using the tag call to bring up Bellaba and Bryson man. And hey, they scooped on the first play. There you go, guys. Easy victory. So let's jump in and play another one. I almost wonder if they disconnected. I don't think that I don't think they legitimately scooped, guys. I have a feeling that their game disconnected. I have seen that and had it happen to me multiple times. I'd be in the middle of a match and boom, I'd get a disconnect. And my Wi-Fi would be playing perfect. It's just Pokemon decides they want to boot you out. I think we're going to go second on this. Looks like I'm going to be playing with the Falinks V. That's okay. Got a Jirachi. I actually did not look to see what type of Pokemon there was on the intro, so I don't know. Oh, I bet we're playing a Malamar flavor. Gauntlet. Huh. Very interesting. I see you're playing the Gauntlet today. What do you have in mind? This is a very, very new deck. Yeah. This guy's playing all sorts of different cards. This guy's definitely going for the rogue type deck, looks like. All right. Well, I am going to attach for my turn. It looks like that's about all I can do. I could boss's order him up to the front, but I don't know what that would really accomplish other than slowing the Jirachi down. 3 energy, recycle. Yeah, let's slow his draw down a little bit and bring that guy up to the front. And let's see what we get on our next go. Fists of Antiquity, 160. If you have any supporter cards in your discard pile, this tag does nothing. Well, guys, that was a quick match, but what can you do when you do not have a good starting hand? I don't care if you've got the best deck in the world, sometimes you just get pawned. Looks like we're playing a Lightning, Darkness, and Leaf type. So I bet Leaf type, Darkness, Lightning. Well, with it being a Lightning deck, it's definitely going to be playing to our strengths if there is a lot of Lightning in there. I'm guessing I bet it is going to be your classic Lightning deck. The Darkness card's probably an Absol, and I bet they've got the I bet they're using Eldegoss V for a little bit of draw power or getting things back out of the discard, if I was guessing. Toxtricity. So we are going Lightning. Okay, this is a poison deck. Okay. There's Zera Aura for their escape route. Well, I think I'm going to open with that Crushing Hammer to see if I can knock that energy off their Toxtricity. Now, I think I'm going to use my Quick Ball to go after another Falinks V, I believe, is what I'm going to. I think I'm going to pass on the Dojo this time around. Let's see if we can knock that electric energy off, and we do. That is a great play there. I think I'm going to go for the Marnie because I just need to see some different cards, I think. That's good. I hope I can get some energy out of this. I think I'm gonna take the Cynthia. There it is. There it is. And let's attack. Get us 180 there. We've got the Crushing Hammer to hopefully knock another energy off there. Toxtricity V, if they put that up. I wonder what they're planning. He could still knock us out if he can get 3 energy on there. Poison jab, 20. Not going to do any damage except for the poison. I wonder if he's got energy at all. The way he's playing, I bet he's going to go after a Tapu Koko Prison Star and try to get some energy up that way, maybe. Bolton. Okay. So the thing is he going to swap into Bolton? Maybe. Nope. He's going to pass. All right, I think we've got him in a good spot at the moment. I believe I am going to Cynthia away this hand because I don't want to lose that Crushing Hammer just yet. But I'm going to put up another Falinks. Throw out the Dojo. Get him ready to rock and roll. And cross my fingers. Well, did a little damage to myself there. I suppose I could have retreated, but I wanted to kind of spin the wheel there, because if he's only got three cards in hand and no energy on the board, the only thing he can hope for, okay, he's got a Professors. Okay, that's good. Good for him, anyways. If he could switch and get, there's the Tapu Koko Prism Star. His board's starting to come around now. I don't think I have any choice but to switch out this next turn. But he still doesn't have any energy. Does he have any in his discard pile? He's got the one special energy. No. Okay. 50, 70, 80. Okay. Yeah, that's got the knockout right there. Okay. No, I forgot. Falinks to the rescue. Derp, derp, derp. Falinks V. All right, we're going to swap out. I'm going to Cynthia up 6 fresh cards. Okay, so that means I have got 1 Falinks V prized. So we'll put that out there. And let's send Toxtricity V to the house. Bolton, so But I wonder, okay. Okay, so he's probably going to, he's got one in the discard on that guy. Volkner. He's not got much in the hand, so quick ball. He's going to probably quick ball away the energy, and then probably, if it was me playing that deck, I would quick ball away the energy, Tapu Koko the 2 energy up onto Zeraora and the Toxtricity on the bench. And then if he plays the Volkner, maybe do a Pokemon switch into and bring an energy up to what? He did not. He's only bringing up the 1. He missed an opportunity to get 2 energy out in the field with that Volkner. He could have Volknered that up, or did he already play? Yeah, he Volknered. Oh, he got the quick ball. Okay. Okay. Boy, what I wouldn't give for a good old-fashioned boss's command at the moment. Boy, that would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna Cynthia that away. I'm gonna save my professors. I'm gonna hang on to that. Let's go ahead and take Boltund out. There it is. But he's gonna put that guy up and put it out. But I think we've got win in hand, ladies and gentlemen. Even if he bosses up. Okay. Yeah, but that's not really doing much. Let's go ahead and put this guy up. I'm going to put up another Falinks on the bench. Attach. And let's just put this guy away. There you have it. Falinks V, guys. A great little budget deck. The most expensive card in that deck is the boss's command. Or boss's orders. Sorry. I keep calling it command because I played with that card using some proxies back when it was still the Japanese translation. And that's just kind of stuck in my head. But that's how the cookie crumbles on that deck, guys. A very easy deck to go in and steal a victory away from definitely some electric decks. Electric is a huge disadvantage to this deck. So is your dark type. The decks that I could see this guy struggling against would be Obstagoon style deck or a Psychic type deck. So I mean, it will definitely struggle against your Dragapult decks. of that nature. Malamar would probably eat its lunch, but you know, for a beginner, this deck, it's inexpensive, it's easy to play, it's forgiving, it's the perfect deck to start out with. So, as a dad, talking to other dads out there or moms, and if your kid is contemplating competitive Pokemon, this would be a great deck to start out with. And you wouldn't have a huge investment behind it to see if they like playing. So, anyways, this is John the Pokeball signing off. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Good night, and God bless.